How's it going? Welcome back, my beautiful sinners, to another great and amazing majestical video with your boy, the Saviour. That's right, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, which is highly likely, go down below and subscribe for fresh and original content. That's right, if you're tired of the same old BS regurgitated time and time again from other YouTubers and corporate cocksuckers, then you've come to the right place, okay? So go down below and subscribe. Check out the other videos that I make. I make electronic music, philosophy videos, dystopian videos, and if you are new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe, because at the end of each video I do shout out any recent subscribers. So do that, support a small independent music artist and YouTuber. I would really appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoy this video. Today, my sinners, that's right, we're going to review Sifu, okay? Wow, amazing, I know, right? It's exciting times. But seriously, the gaming industry has fallen into a massive rut in the past decade, I would say. And my last video talking about Dying Light 2, it seems that my opinion has really resonated with a lot of people who feel the same about the modern day AAA gaming industry and just how corrupt it is, how a lot of reviewers are complete shills and basically just give everything a high review so they can make more money. And usually within the gaming industry now, developers have gotten so cocky and so lazy, like most modern day entertainment, okay? The gaming industry has also become completely corrupt. Usually it's trying to sell you on some kind of agenda, or it's trying to be all-inclusive. So many times now we see these massive AAA developers, these giant gaming companies, okay, push out absolute garbage time and time again, where the game is usually completely broken, or it's just unfinished, or it's buggy, or it's just so unoriginal and boring. We see the same thing time and time again, especially in the open world gaming genre space, where it's just the same old mechanics, copy and pasted. This is my review of Sifu, and I honestly think that this game is gold, okay? So first, let me just say, this game is not going to appeal to everyone, okay? And I think that's perfectly fine, okay? I'm so sick of this idea that all games need to be inclusive, all games need to be family friendly and progressive, and they all need to hold the player's hand, and basically anyone who picks up a video game can play it, okay? That's just so stupid. When you go and watch a TV show or a movie, it might not be for you, because funny enough, not all movies, not all TV shows will resonate and connect with you as an individual. That's why we have genres, that's why we have so many alternatives now, especially in an oversaturated market. That's why these massive studios can literally shit into a box and ship it off to the consumers, and of course they're gonna love it, they're gonna buy it, they're gonna waste all their money on it, because we have become a complete dystopian capitalist world where we just consume, which I'm completely against. However, saying that, okay, this game is actually good, and I actually do think it's worth the money. This idea that all games, all media need to be inclusive, they all need to fit this one big category, and it's hyper focused on video games at the moment, that they need to be inclusive of everyone, and basically everyone can play it, everyone can enjoy it, everyone should be able to play Dark Souls. There needs to be an easy mode for Dark Souls. Ew. Oh, Jeffrey, go get the pads, I'm leaking from my pussy again. Ugh. It's just so ridiculous, okay, because especially now when it's so oversaturated, you have so many choices, you have so much more choice than there has ever been in the history of entertainment and video games now. So this idea that all games need to be the same, they all need to be accessible, that's just fucking dumb, okay? That's small brain energy. So Sifu, okay, I actually think this is a great game. No surprise there, because funny enough, it's actually doing something different. It's not an open world game filled with tons of bullshit. It's not filled with endless side content that doesn't reward you as a player or respect your time. No, this is a highly focused narrative action adventure game, I guess you could say. It's a combat focused game, okay? It only has 5 levels, and you will have to replay them a lot, and if you are going to get this game, you really have to first think, before you waste your money, is this right for me? Is Sifu Sifu, Sifu, Sifi, what the fuck is it called? So the first thing is you really have to ask yourself, is Sifu, Jesus Christ, I'm actually mentally handicapped, okay? I'm very sorry, you're just gonna have to excuse me. I'm British, which means I'm a dumb retard who likes to drink tea 24/7, and I can't pronounce shit. And my pronunciations are very weird and confused because I don't really know who I am anymore, what my identity is. Am I American because I consume so much American entertainment, or am I British, even though the British are technically Americans, or Americans are technically British? I don't know anymore. It's very confusing. Is that the game for you? Okay, first you really have to ask yourself that, because this is a highly focused game and it isn't trying to apologize for it being so focused, which I'm so happy to see. It doesn't have endless options trying to hold your hand or, bullshit aim assist. The game isn't trying to play itself for you. It's not going to be a cinematic bullshit storytelling type video game. This is an honest to God video game, and that's very refreshing to see, okay? And I haven't got anything against narrative focused games. I really do love narrative focused video games, but it's just great to see a game focus exactly on its subgenre, really focus on its niche audience, which is a good thing because we don't need all of these games to be the same. We want them to be different, and I'm so glad that Sifu is actually different. It's very difficult, it's very challenging. If you've played Dark Souls, I'm not trying to compare, it's like, ooh, it's like Dark Souls, this is exactly like Dark Souls. Did you know that Sifu is exactly like Dark Souls? No, obviously it's not like Dark Souls, it's more focused than Dark Souls, but what I'm saying is, if you're the type of player who enjoys that challenge, who enjoys Souls-like games, who enjoys, a hard, difficult video game, which actually requires you to learn something, which actually challenges your skill as a player. The difference with Sifu, which sounds like some goddamn sexually transmitted disease, but anyway, the difference with this game and many others is it doesn't reward you for how much time you put into it, where you can just level up your character and get OP by, getting all of this stupid perk points and, just getting overpowered by having all of this endless loot and gear make you more and more powerful. It rewards you for your time and effort as a player, just like Dark Souls would, because it's all about you and your skill and your reflexes. Now, many people might say that Sifu is too difficult, okay? And there needs to be an easy mode, and I'm sure a bunch of whining journalist crybabies. And remember, journalism is dead. There's no such thing as real journalism anymore because opinions are now deadly. All of these gaming journalists, or journalists in general, they're usually complete two-faced scumbags, okay? And they don't actually even know what they're talking about. They probably haven't even played video games before in their life. They are written by a bunch of children, okay? An easy mode would completely destroy this game because the whole point of this game is the challenge. The whole point of this game is learning the combat system and slowly improving. So if you're thinking about getting Sifu, okay, just remember that this game is going to be very challenging. This game is going to be very difficult, okay? And you need to know that before going into it. If you don't like that type of game where there are no options to make it easier, that it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be quite repetitive as well because you're going to have to replay these missions time and time again. Then just remember that, because this is what this game is. It's very short, which I like. It's very focused, which I like. But the only thing I don't really like about it is the fact that it is very repetitive. There is a lot of replaying the same old things, and unlike games like Dark Souls, for example, where you do have to do a lot of backtracking, there is a lot of, grinding to it. However, there is so much more in that type of game because there are so many different branching paths you can go down. This doesn't really have that. So just be aware that it can get quite repetitive, but what makes this game so good is the combat system. It is so deep, it is so layered, it really does feel amazing if you can actually learn to master it, and I feel like that's something that video games don't get enough praise for, is games like this, games like Dark Souls, okay, games that really, take their time to teach the player a certain skill. It actually really teaches the player something about patience, about, putting in the effort. And I think that's a lesson that this current generation really needs because everyone has such a short attention span these days. And I feel like this type of game not only is it great because it's so different, but also it can actually help. Many people might say that Sifu is bad, Sifu is a bad game, or that Sifu sucks, okay? But I really do think that Sifu is a good game, and this is what a game should be, because this actually adds interesting mechanics that we haven't really seen done that well before, like the aging mechanic, where basically each time you fail, you basically age, and this will slowly make you weaker and weaker until the point where you basically just die. It's certainly boots on the ground gameplay, and I just think it's done really well. You know, because it's so focused, all of the levels here are just really detailed, and they're really brimming with this beautiful artistic kind of abstract oil painting kind of design, which I really love. Lots of people say that everything's already been done, Saviour. That's why everything is generic and open world and everything shares the same old formula. That's BS, okay? You don't have to do much to think outside the box, okay? Of course, all of these different pieces of media are going to borrow different aspects from each other. That's how everything works. That's how YouTube works. That's how music works. That's how art works, okay? But you can add something unique and interesting, and I feel that this game does a really good job at that, and the art style is just amazing, the color palette is great, and I really like how trippy and weird and abstract the surroundings get later on in the game. I just feel like the repetitive nature of this is the only thing that really holds it back, in my opinion. So that is my Sifu review, and please let me know what you think down below in the comments. I would love to have a conversation with you, and please do subscribe to this channel for different content every single week, and I'll see you in the next one. Now I'm just going to shout out some recent subscribers. Like I said, if you want to shout out, make sure that you do subscribe to this channel. Okay, so here are some subscribers in the last month or so, okay? DJ Tide Wave, thank you for the sub. Some Kind of Cyborg, thank you for subscribing, my sinner. Here we have some other YouTube creators, Gaming Show Plus, Synthwave, Relax, and I'm sure that's a great channel. I've checked it out myself. I do make synth-based music myself, so make sure you go check it out on Spotify, my music. And thank you also to Playtendo Guy. Thank you for the subscription. And if you want to shout out, make sure that you do go down below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have yourselves a great day. Peace out.